Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here on Ezosu Gaming, and today we are here back for our second video of the different content. We are here back at Magic the Gathering pack opening, and on the last episode we opened 6 Innistrad Midnight Hunt packs, the new set that came out today. And on this video, we are going to jump right ahead and open this baby, Innistrad Midnight Hunt, the pre-release pack. I thought it would be a good, interesting way for me to come back to the format, to come back to buying more cards, buying cards more actively and playing more actively as well. I thought a good bundle would be good, and for me in general and for the video as well. So if you enjoy Magic, I hope you enjoy this video as well. If you don't enjoy Magic, if you don't know Magic about Magic the Gathering, I hope you can learn through me and I can get you interested. And remember to join our Discord by following the link in the description below or by asking me for an invite link. Remember, we also do Pokemon Unite live streams on the channel. We also have Pokemon Sword and Shield VGC here on the channel. And we also have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team the X playthrough Let's Play here on the channel, okay? So, let's get started. Let's open this. Oh, maybe I need a tool to break the plastic. Right. Maybe I need a tool to break the plastic before I start doing anything. I did it with a pencil. So we break the plastic. Alright. And we have, oops, oh, it slides. I thought I'll just open it, right? But no, it slides. You can see, Innistrad Midnight Hunt. And yeah, it's like that, nothing special on the back, right? Midnight Hunt. We open it, and we have a dice, a D20 dice, a dice with 20 sides. It's useful to, oh, what's that? It's the symbol of magic, or it's like, oh, it's the symbol of the expansion. It's the symbol of the Midnight Hunt. Okay, and it's useful because sometimes you put like a +4 counter on a creature, and you can just make it like, you can just leave it like there, and everybody knows that your creature has a 4 counter on it, right? And it's really cool. It feels really cool. I have to buy one of those, but with the planets and the signs. It's great. It's a great tool. Then we have some packs here. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs, if I count correctly. But they are smaller. Or no, we have, that's why we have 7, because this one is different. This one is smaller. So let's take it all out. Oh, it's heavy, because I think we have something here on this part, or it is just, I don't want to ruin the box, but that went inside. It has an, oh, no, nothing. It was just a support for the dice itself. Okay. Good assembling, good way. I enjoy that. So let's leave it there. Let's leave this there. And our dice. Let me place this on a cool number. One of my favorite numbers. There we go. 18 and the 9. So we have, in total, we have the that thing. I don't know what it is. We have that, very thin, very smally. We have that card, a code for MTG Arena. I also play that, but it's way better to play cards than to play on the phone. But you can play on the phone. Just download Magic the Gathering Arena and you can use the same cards on your phone. Free to play, standard, draft, sealed and more. Play anyone, anywhere, anytime. and we can get boosters on there. This is a something with an art. Maybe you have a deck box that can carry 2 decks and you use it to separate your decks. It's cool. I don't know. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 draft boosters. Okay, because what we opened, they weren't draft boosters, or were they? No, yeah. What we opened before was set boosters. So I think those ones are smaller, but it doesn't matter. Let's get into it. Let's first, that thing first. And what do we got here? So we got something. This for what? You can use this card to represent a double-faced card. Okay. Okay. It's okay. Ah, it's to explain the new mechanic. Night. As it becomes night, transform all day-bound permanents. Permanents enter the battlefield night-bound. If a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, it becomes day next turn, and that is the day. If it becomes day or night, or if a day-bound permanent enters the battlefield, track day or night for the rest of the game with that card here. As it becomes day, transform all night-bound permanents. If a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night next turn. Oh, okay, so it works a bit different like I thought. I misinterpreted the night one. You need to cast 2 spells to become day, and if you cast no spells, it becomes night. So I think it benefits the night aspect. And here we have a mythic rare one, Moonveil Regent. Beautiful dragon. It is a reflective one. It has a special something here, 2021. It is a 3 generic and 1 mountain. It's a dragon with flying. Whenever you cast a spell, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw a card for each of that spell's colors. When Moonveil Regent dies, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Okay, it's a mythic rare. Nice. So, wait, we have a lot of things here. Let's place this all together. Okay, just checking the cards we have here so I don't lose anything. We had a lot of things today. So let's open the first one. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this way so I don't see what's coming up, right? So the first one, oh, it's that one, those things again. Why you do this? Why you do this? It's not cool. I don't like those ones. Stop that. So we have our, yeah, the thing is we are getting the better stuff first. So I really don't like that way. So yeah, I really don't like that way. So I'm doing the other way around. So we have the Stuffed Bear. You pay 2 generic, it's an artifact. And you pay 2. Stuffed Bear becomes a 4/4 green bear artifact creature until the end of the turn. Okay, interesting, useful. Then we have Burn the Accursed. It's an instant card. Burn the Accursed deals 5 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. If that creature will die this turn, exile it instead. Okay, and it's a 4 generic and 1 red. I like it. I like how the flames are binding them, burning the werewolf from the inside out. Then we have Duress. You pay 1 swamp for a sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Brutal. Very cheap. Then we have Lambholt Harrier. It's a 1 generic, 1 red. It's a wolf. Target creature can block this turn if you pay 3 and you pay a mountain. Okay, cool. It's a 2/2. Not too strong, not too weak. Cool effect. You already got one of those. We actually get 2 of unruly mobs. They are on the last episode. So it's 1 generic, 1 white, and whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on unruly mob. Then we have Bat Whisper. As you can see, it's a 3 generic, 3 black, a vampire. When Bat Whisperer enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. Okay. Cool art. A bit dark. A lot of those cards come with a extra tone of darkness. Then we have Secrets of the Key. Blue is always about technology, about words, about innovation, about intuition and things like that. Okay? So you pay 1 blue to investigate. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, investigate twice instead. To investigate, create a colorless clue artifact token with pay 2, sacrifice the artifact and draw a card. And you can flash back for 3 generics and 1 blue. And I really like the art style. I really like those ancient technology, more in contact with your spirit and inner world type of technology. Then we have Bounding Wolf. It's a creature. It's a wolf, a green one. You pay 2 generic and 1 green. It has flash and reach, so you can block creatures with flying. Then we have Hobbling Zombie, 2 generic, 1 black. It has death touch. So when it defends, whatever creature it touches, it kills that creature. When Hobbling Zombie dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decade. And Decade is, it can't block. When it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. Shady Traveler, you already got one of those. Menace, this creature can be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. They bound. If a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night next turn, and it transforms into the Stalking Predator. Okay, with Menace and Nightbound. If a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, it becomes day next turn. Then we have Corpse Cobble. It's an instant, a blue and black instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice any number of creatures. Create an XX blue and black zombie creature token with Menace, where X is the total power of the sacrificed creatures. Okay, if you have a lot of zombies with Decade on your field as an example, this card is very useful. And then you can use it again from the graveyard 1 more time. Oh, we have an uncommon one. I like the name, Firmament Sage. She's looking at the stars. She's looking how we are influenced by the people outside of the being we live in, influence the being we live in, and then the being we live in influence us. So she's studying that. It's a 3 generic, 1 blue for a human wizard creature. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as Firmament Sage enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, draw a card. And we also got on the other packs, we also got a woman wizard that when they enter the battlefield, it becomes day. So they have the knowledge to be over their animalistic natures. They put an end to the night. They put an end to the unknown. They put an end to the fear because they sages, the wizards, they know the things that you can't see and the things that you can see. It goes deep, but they bring the day, they bring information, they bring light, they bring focus, they bring purpose, because they study those things. They're not afraid of that. Then we have Mysterious Tome. For 2 generic and 1 blue, it's an artifact. Pay 2 and tap, draw a card, transform Mysterious Tome into Chilling Chronicle. Whoa, tap target, not pay 1 and tap. Tap target non-land permanent, transform Chilling Chronicle, so you can always be transforming it. Okay. And we have a mythic rare right here on Sea Guardian Savior. It's a Northic, Sig is a Northic word, okay? A 3 generic and 2 white, it's an angel flying. When Sea Guardian Savior enters the battlefield, if you cast it, return up to 2 target creatures card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it's a mythic rare. Great one. I really don't like the art. We can't really... I think it's too messy. I mean, we see it's an angel, infinitely, fighting some lizards, fighting some monsters. So it's the arrival of a higher animalistic nature, a higher reason, a higher purpose to a place full of monsters and beasts that don't know what they're doing. Okay. And then we have a mountain to end up this first pack. Okay, awesome. I like it. I like what we're getting right now. I don't know if I will build a deck around this day and night mechanic. I have to test it. I have to see if it's valuable or not. Let's open the second one. Okay, we got the second one open, and we got that card on our art cards, because the boosters, they bring those things. So this is not a booster, a set booster. What we are opening are draft boosters. Okay, and we got here we go, you see? Here we go. That guy is that guy. So the Arrogant Outlaw, it's a 2 generic, you can pay 2 generic, 1 black for a Vampire Noble. And when Arrogant Outlaw enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Okay. Evolving Wilds, we already got that one. Sacrifice Evolving Wilds, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Ooh, Immolation, I like that art a lot. Pay 1 red, enchant creature gets +2, -2. Okay, I see why that's cheap. Cathar Commando, a human soldier, you pay 1 generic and 1 white. With flash, you can summon it anytime you want. Pay 1, sacrifice Cathar Commando, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I like that. Peck's Betrayal. Oh no! What happened? Let's find out. You pay 2 generic and 1 red. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. And tap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. If you control a wolf or a werewolf, scry 2, which is look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them on the bottom of your library and the rest on top of in any order. And the text, let's see if we know what happened. Tovolar's howl of command was too much to resist, even for Ireland's own loyal pack. Okay. So she got left behind because the alpha male called upon her pack lower animalistic natures. And she didn't respond. Next, we have the Falcon Abomination. It's really an abomination. It's very, very cool though, but ugly as hell. So it's 2 generic, 1 blue for a zombie bird creature with flying, and when Falcon Abomination enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black creature token zombie with Decayed. It can't block, that token it can block, and when it attacks, sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Tapping at the window, we also have that one. Pay 1 generic and one forest. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your graveyard and put it into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard and you can flashback. You can use it once again from the graveyard. Then we have no way out. There is always a way out. Gotta be. If you got in, you gotta out. You gotta get out. So 2 generic and 1 black for a sorcery. Target opponent discards 2 cards. You create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. Okay, it's cool. It's cool to have a lot of zombies because one of the new decks that will come out next week here where I live, it will be available on the 24th of this month, but only next week for me. And it's a lot about sacrificing zombies and shit, so good for that deck. Then we have Storm Rider Spirits. It's a 4 generic, 1 blue, with flash and flying, really great. Okay, it's just that. Oh, we already have that. The Gale Drifter, Hippogriff, which is a swan. 3 generic, 1 blue, with flying, and you can pay 4 generic and 1 water to bring it transformed. Okay, you can bring it back from the graveyard transformed. Then we have Dual Craft Trainer. You can pay 3 generic and 1 white. It got First Strike and Coven. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, target creature you control gains double strike until the end of the turn. Double strike is double strike, attacking 2 times. Oh, Borrowed Time. 2 generic and 1 white. When Borrowed Time enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Borrowed Time leaves the battlefield. Okay. Then we have the Outland Liberator. It's a human werewolf for 1 generic, 1 green. Pay 1. Sacrifice Outland Liberator. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. They bound. So if it becomes night, it transforms into Frenzied Trap Breaker. Okay, pay 1. Sacrifice Frenzied Trap Breaker. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Whenever Frenzied Trap Breaker attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Awesome, I gotta tell you that. Then we have a rare Slowgurk the Overslime. Whoa! It's a legendary creature, Ooze. You can pay 1 generic. Look at the art, man. So cool. You can pay 1 forest and 1 island. It has 1 trample. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, put a +1/+1 counter on Slowgurk the Overslime. Remove 3 +1/+1 counters from Slowgurk. Return it to its owner end. When Slowgurk leaves the battlefield, return up to 3 target land cards from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, I like that. And then we have our beautiful Scary Forest, a human token, and one of those cards again. Alright, let's go to the next one. Oh, I opened this one on the wrong way. Okay, let's get it. So we already have that first one, the Devious Cover-Up. It was on the other video. 2 generic, 2 blue, counter target spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting into the owner's graveyard. You may shuffle up to 4 target cards from your graveyard into your library. That's a very good one. You already have Moonrager Slash as well. 2 generic, 1 red, it's an instant. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it's night. Moonrager Slash deals 3 damage to any target. Clarion Cathars. Okay, 3 generic, 1 white, it's a human knight. When Clarion Cathars enter the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human creature token. I think I already have that one as well. Neonate's Rush. 2 generic and 1 red. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a vampire. Neonate's Rush deals 1 damage to target creature and 1 damage to its controller. Draw a card. Okay. Search Party Captain. 3 generic and 1 white. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature you attacked with this turn. When Search Party Captain enters the battlefield, draw a card. I like that. Howl of the Hunt. That's cool. 2 generic, 1 green with flash. Enchant creature. When Howl of the Hunt enters the battlefield, if enchanted creature is a wolf or werewolf, untap that creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. Cool, because they called the pack must go to attack, right? Then Eaten Alive, I already have that one as well. Pay 1 black for a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3 general and 1 black. Exile target creature on Planewalker. Really, really strong card. Really, really strong. Consider. You pay 1 blue and you can look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Draw a card. Consider. Is that a good move? Because you may put that card. You don't have to. You may. But then you draw a card, which is really, really good. Marlin Patrol. We already have that as well. The human has this doggo. He has vigilance. He doesn't need to tap. He can attack and remain still. And you can pay 3 generic and 1 plain. And you can cast it back from the graveyard but transformed. And the doggo recognizes the human. So cute. And it has flying as well. Then Dawnheart Wardens. We have that card but on a different art style. And we even have that art style as well. So you have to pay 1 generic, one forest and 1 white. It has vigilance and coven. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, creatures you control gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. That's very, very cool. Then we have Dryads Revival. It's a sorcery. You have to pay 2 generic and 1 forest. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. And you can use it again. Awesome, and I love the art on that one. I love the art of that one. I really like this one as well. Really, really. Then we have Diregarth Rebirth. It costs 3 generic, 1 black and 1 green, and this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature that died this turn. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and you can use it again from the graveyard for more expensive mana cost. Ooh, we have a rare here. It's a Smoldering Egg. It's a dragon egg. It has Defender, you can't attack with it. You must pay 1 general and 1 red. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a number of Ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Then if Smoldering Egg has 7 or more Ember counters on it, remove them and transform Smoldering Egg into Ashmouth Dragon. With flying. Beautiful, by the way. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Ashmouth Dragon deals 2 damage to any target. So good. So good. Then we have a forest. Beautiful, scary forest. And we have... Oh! We have the normal art for Vadric the Austral Mage, because we already have so cool on the, when we were opening the booster packs, we had a super cool Vadric. There we go. Oh, not that one. Look at that. So we have Vadric, the Astral Archmage, with that one and that shiny one. Look at that. Which one do you prefer the most? I go with this one. This one is so cool. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as Vadric, Astral Archmage enters the battlefield. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is Vadric's power. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a +1/+ counter on Vadric. I like that. Let's go. So we go to our next draft booster. I'm enjoying this very much. We are getting good cards. We are getting some good cards. Not a lot of mythic rares, but good mythic rares that we can use. We can actually use, not just for collection. Let's go. Rotten Reunion. We also already have that card. You pay 1 black. Exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decade. And you can do it again. You can use it again from the graveyard. Might of the Old Ways. You pay 1 generic and 1 green. Target creature gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. And Coven. Then, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, draw a card. Okay. We also have this one already, Electric Revelation. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and you can cast it once again from your graveyard. Shady Traveler, we don't have that one. Oh, it only costs 1 white and you can tap the target creature. So if the enemy is attacking with that creature, you can just tap it and they can't attack. Then we have Brimstone Vandal. You can pay 2 generic and 1 red. It's a devil. Oh, it's a devil. Look at that, it's so cool. Okay, Menace. This creature can be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as Brimstone Vandal enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, Brimstone Vandal deals 1 damage to each opponent. I want to build a deck on devils. I like them. They're very cool. I don't have a lot of them, though. I think that's the only one I have. Read it. There's something in there. Then we have Morkrut Behemoth. You pay 4 and 1 black. It's a zombie giant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 1 general and 1 black. It has Menace. This creature can be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Okay. Then we have Bounding Wolf. We already have this one as well. Bounding Wolf. It has Flying and Reach. Then we have Olivia's Midnight Ambush. You can pay 1 generic on 1 black. Target creature, and this is an instant, really good. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. If it's night, then creature gets -13/-13 until... That's crazy! And you are a common? It's just common, it's not even rare or uncommon. That's so strong. Let's go. Oh, we have Revenge of the Drowned. You pay 3 generic and you pay 1 blue. Target creature's owner puts it on the... Target creature's owner puts that creature on the top or bottom of their deck. You create a 2/2 black zombie creature with decay. Okay. Then we have the Tireless Holder. I already have this one. When it becomes night, he transforms it into the Dire Strain Brawler. A 6/6, really strong. We have then Scab Wrangler. It's a human wizard. You can pay 1 generic and 1 blue. Tap 3 untapped creatures you control. Tap target creature. Okay. Ooh, I like the art on that one. Contortionist Troop. X and green. Contortionist Troop enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, put a +1/+1 counter on target creatures you control. Oh, that one is really strong. I like that one. I will use this one for sure. Then we have Village Watch. We already have this one as well. It has haste, and if you can pay, you have to pay 4 generic and 1 red to manifest it. So as it enters the battlefield, you can attack directly. And then it transforms when it goes to night. Wolves and werewolves you control have haste, and then nightbound. If a player casts 2 spells on their turn, they comes back. Ah, I love this one. We have a rare one, Croaking Counterpart. It's 1 generic, 1 green, and 1 blue. It's a sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target non-frog creature, except it is a 1/1 green frog. And you can flashback, you can use it again from the graveyard for an expensive day, an expensive price. Then we have a cool swamp. Cool scary town, empty town on a swamp. Then we have day and night, so you can keep track of what's going on the field. And I believe this is for tokens that have day and night abilities, so it's useful as well. Okay, we got a bunch of cards and we still have 2 to go. Positive, positive. Oh, the shiny ones are always great. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, let's go for the next one. Alright, we have another stuffed bear. You guys already saw that. We have a Candle Grove Witch. We have to pay 1 generic and 1 white. It's a woman warlock. It has Coven. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, Candle Grove Witch gains flying until the end of the turn. Awesome. Then we have Hedge Witch Mask. Oh, there is a lot of things about masks on this set. It's really more tribal, more animalistic kind of magic. You pay 1 white. It's an artifact and equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and the equipped creature can be blocked by creatures with power 4 or greater, and you have to pay 2 generic to equip it. Then we have another artifact. It's the Silver Bolt. It's to kill werewolves. You pay 1 generic. You can pay 3 and tap. Sacrifice Silver Bolt. It deals 3 damage to target creature. If a werewolf is dealt damage this way, destroy it. Because silver kills werewolves, because silver is calm, cool, and collected. Silver is about you analyzing your animalistic natures. Silver is about thinking and analyzing. So a werewolf is a person that is possessed, is controlled by over-animalistic nature. So when you add silver to that person can't be a werewolf anymore. The thinking, the logic, the calm, the feeling of stability kills the exaltment of those lower animalistic natures. But we are talking about magic, not about spirituality. Let's go. We have another unruly mob. We already got one of those. We have Siege Zombie. You pay 1 generic and 1 black. Tap 3 untapped creatures you control. Each opponent loses 1 life. Could be better. Path to the festival. Which we doing on the festival? Sacrificing, drinking, smoking, getting high? What you doing, huh? Tell me before I go. You can pay 2 generic and 1 green. Search your library for a basic land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. Then, if there are 3 or more basic land types among lands you control, scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. You may. And you can flash back, you can use it again. But it's really cool. I like the watery path. I like how the trees have some candles or something into it. Because this set is a lot about of dark, but how beautiful the dark can be as well. Then we have Vampire Interlooper. It has flying, and Vampire Interlooper can't block, though. Alright. Ooh, we have some Shipwreck Sifters. You pay 1 generic and 1 blue. When Shipwreck Sifters enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you discard a spirit card or a card with Disturb, put a +1/+1 counter on Shipwreck Sifters. Because it's about transformation, it's about ending your vessel. The shipwreck, the boat represents your vessel, your body, emotion, or mind, and the shipwreck is when that wrecks, when that ends, and you need to transform. That's why that card has that effect. Then we have a bait hook angler. You pay 1 generic and 1 blue, and it has Disturb. You may cast this card from your graveyard, transform for 1 generic and 1 blue. And now it's the Hook Haunt Drifter with flying. And then it's exiled if it dies again. Ooh, then we have Lunar Frenzy. X generic, 1 red. Target creature you control gets +X/+0 and gains first strike and trample until the end of the turn. It's time to go crazy. It's time to be... Because sometimes you must be possessed by lower animalistic natures to make something move forward in your life. If somebody is opposing you for no reason, show them your true animalistic natures and you trample them. And you gain first strike and you get more powerful. Real shit. Ooh, I like the name of this one. Turn the Earth. You pay one grass. I love the art. Look at that. That's a possessed cow. What's that? It's beautiful. One green. Choose up to 3 target cards in graveyards. In graveyards, not just yours. The owners of those cards shuffle them into their libraries. You gain 2 life and you can use that again with flashback. We already have that one, the Flame Channeler. One generic and 1 red. When a spell you control deals damage, transform Flame Channeler to the Embodiment of Flames. Whenever a spell you control deals damage, put a flame counter on Embodiment of Flame. Pay 1, remove a flame counter from Embodiment of Flame, exile the top card of your library, you may play that card in your turn. And then we have a rare one, the Celestus. You can pay 3. It's a legendary artifact. It's like a whole town. No, it's a device. It's a device bigger than a whole city. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as the Celestus enters the battlefield. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Pay 3 and tap. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as sorcery. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So this card is to change the day and night, to change your perspective, to look at different parts of the sky, look at different parts of yourself, look at different angles. I like it. The Celestus, you can see. It's like a device that's like the size of a whole town. You see? So cool. And those things is to measure the degrees precisely, so you know when things fit into each other. Then we have a Scary Island. Beautiful though. There is 1 person there, you see? You're not alone, there is somebody there. Then we have a human token and 1 of those again. And we are going to the last one, but not least. so good. Okay, and that one starts with Evolving Wilds. We already saw that one. Okay. We already have Otherworldly Gaze. I think it's already came out on this one, but you pay 1 blue and look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on the top of your library in any order. And you can use that spell again from the graveyard. Then we have Abandon the Post. I think that's the first one. You pay 1 generic and 1 red. Up to 2 target creatures can block this turn. Okay. Candle Trap? The werewolf got trapped in the candles. What? How is that? Okay, because I see some creatures like these ones. Are they fighting against the werewolves? Are they trying to dominate the lower animalistic natures? I don't know, because it got trapped in the candle. And we got some creatures. It was candle something something. So I got candles and binding your lower animalistic natures is a common theme here. You pay 1 white, enchant creature. Enchanted creature has defender. You can't attack with it. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt by enchanted creature. And Coven, pay 2 generic and 1 white. Sacrifice Candle Tribe. Exile the enchanted creature. Activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. Then we have the Mounted Dread Knight. You have to pay 4 generic and 1 red. It's a vampire knight. It has trample. Mounted Dread Knight enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. If an opponent lost life this turn. Okay. Then we have Shadow Beast Sighting. 3 generic, 1 green. Create a 4/4 green beast by using this sorcery. And you can flashback by 6 generic and 1 green. Then Crawl from the Cellar. We already got that one from our boosters. It is 1 black. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target zombie you control. Okay. Then we already saw the Falcon Abomination. We already saw the tapping at the window. We had the Tavern Ruffian on the boosters. So it has Daybound. So if... how Daybound works? If becomes... no. As it becomes day... Daybound is what? If players casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night. And as it becomes night, it transforms into Tavern Smasher. And I really love the art. I really love the borders here. And the art itself is really cool. And then, it's really strong. 6/5. Ooh, I love the art on this one. Dreadhound. 4 generic, 2 black. When it's a demon dog. When Dreadhound enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Whenever a creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from a library, each opponent loses 1 life. Strong. Strong, strong. And we already have the Grizzly Ghoul, but it was from the other video. So it's a 2 generic, 1 black, 1 green with trample. Grizzly Ghoul enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that died this turn. Then we have Chaplain of Alms. You pay 1 white. It's a human cleric with 1/1. It has first strike, ward, pay 1. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, an opponent controls... Okay, whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability that an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 1. And then it has Disturb. You pay 3 generic and 1 white, and you can cast it back from the graveyard transformed in Chapel Childgeist. Flying and first strike. Each creature you control has ward 1. Each creature. So your enemy, to activate their spells, need to pay a lot of 1s. Then we already have that card, but on a different art. It's Serith the Viper's Fang, 2 generic, 2 green. It's a human warlock, it's a rare one. Other tapped creatures you control have death touch. Other untapped creatures you control have hexproof. Pay 1 and tap. Untap another target creature or land you control. I still have to figure out how we can use this card, but the art is cool. She's an old lady and she knows some things about animalistic natures. Then we have a Scary Plane. We have a Bat token. And you have another of those. So guys, it is everything from our pre-release pack that I bought today, that I opened today for you guys. It was like that, like you remember that box inside of that box. And then it came with our 20-sided dice. And it came with this paper right here. Harvest Side begins. The return of an ancient tradition. After centuries, we shall once again celebrate life and community with Harvest Side Festival. Do your part, help decorate, then celebrate. Lone revealers have been reported missing. Travel only in groups. Do not wander off alone. That's a notice. Okay. Okay. And that's teaching you how to build a pre-release deck. So, in that box, if you are interested in buying that, it comes 6 packs of these ones. 6 draft boosters. And they bring cool stuff. Look at all the cards we got. From that box that you just saw, you got that dice and this amount of cards. It's a lot of cards. Okay? And I also bought 6 set boosters. They bring more cards and they bring more rares and more mythic rares. I think they bring a bit of less cards because we only got that amount from our boosters. Let's compare. This is from the set boosters amount. This is from the box of the pre-release that we just opened. Okay, it's not much, but you can feel it's much, but they have less value. Okay, but we got a lot of interesting cards. I have to go through those ones, see if they're cool. And I'm about to play some modern matches. So I have to go to my old cards and see what's going on. And maybe I'll do a video showing the cool old cards that I have. They are in Portuguese. Some of them, so I will translate them to you. And some of those cards, I have some questions about their effects because they are in Portuguese. So the translation might not be correct, or I might not be getting the right message from the translation. So then I will show you all of that. And I hope you have enjoyed this new video. I hope you have enjoyed this new content. If you didn't know Magic the Gathering, I hope you got at least happy to see something new. I hope you got interested and share something with me in the comments. Tell me what you're about to do. Are you buying Midnight Hunt? Are you buying some other packs? What you expect from here forward up in the Magic business? Okay, I enjoyed really much. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be doing more of those. I really enjoyed those. We'll be doing more of those. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate your time. Remember to join our Discord on Ezosu Gaming. Follow the link in the description or just ask me for a link, an invite link. Remember, we have Pokemon Unite live streams on the channel. We have Pokemon Sword and Shield VGC on the channel. And we have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX coming out on the channel as well. So, until the next time, I wish you individuality so you don't lose your sanity. And until the next time, as a Dirty Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Huge shout out to the Soul Group, huge shout out to Daria, and I love you, and see you next time. Bye bye!